What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Ram Detecting. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I'd like to tell y'all about a special place. My favorite permission here recently has been on YouTube and Facebook a little bit. My friend Cliff Dean did a little segment for the Delta Cultural Center. I want you guys to watch his little segment and see some of the history behind my little spot.
Hi, welcome to Carlisle, Arkansas.
Carlisle is a small community in Lonoke County, which lays the claim to being the birthplace of rice growing on the Grand Prairie. Historians agree that W.H. Fuller introduced rice, and that remains a cornerstone of Carlisle's economy. Good soil and water attracted settlers from other states, including Samuel McCormick, who founded the town. Legend has it that he named the new community after Carlisle, Pennsylvania, where he lived before coming to Arkansas. Carlisle was incorporated in 1872 and annexed to Lonoke from Prairie County. The Memphis and Little Rock Railroad was completed from Devall's Bluff to Little Rock in 1858. Because of that in the soil, the area around present-day Carlisle became important during the Civil War as a place to raise foodstuffs for the Army. By the summer of 1864, Devall's Bluff was a major depot for the Federal Cavalry stationed along the White River. Union authorities contracted with civilian hay cutters to operate west of the White River and supply fodder for its thousands of horses and mules. To protect these farmers, the Union garrison at Devall's Bluff constructed 5 forts along the railroad. These forts were manned by the 54th Illinois Infantry and detachments of the 1st Nebraska Cavalry. They were under the command of Colonel Greenville M. Mitchell of the 54th. On August 20th, 1864, Brigadier General Joseph O. Shelby set out from camps around Searcy to strike the railroad and link up with Major General Sterling Price. Most of his force consisted of his old brigade of about 2,500 men. Shelby's plan was to attack the westernmost fort at Ashley Station and then move east, capturing each fort in turn. General Shelby described his attack. After a rapid and hard march, I gained the prairie, about 6 miles from Devall's Bluff, and found the 54th Illinois Infantry strongly posted at Ashley Station No. 1, a mixed fortification of logs, dirt, and hay. The surprise was complete. Forts 1, 2, and 3 quickly fell, surrendering nearly 300 men. Colonel Mitchell, realizing the trouble he was in, rallied the 6 remaining companies of the 54th near Forts 4 and 5. He then ordered a trooper from the 1st Nebraska Cavalry to ride quickly for Devall's Bluff and help. Colonel Washington Geiger, commanding the 3rd Brigade, was ordered to assist the now surrounded 54th with all available force. He moved forward with 890 men, just 20 minutes after receiving the note from Ashley Station. Mitchell's infantry, now under heavy fire, were first to see the approaching Union soldiers. Without waiting, they fled their entrenchments for safety within Geiger's lines. Unfortunately, Confederates charged and forced Mitchell and his men to surrender. It would now be an open prairie fight between the two sides. As Geiger's line advanced, Shelby's line retired in good order, replying shot for shot. After 2 hours of hard fighting, Shelby's command reached a wooded area and dismounted. Fearing that he would be outflanked and that Shelby's force would get between him and Devall's Bluff, Geiger withdrew. Thus ended the Battle of Ashley Station. Confederate casualties were 173 killed and wounded, while Union losses were 577 captured, with 200 more men killed or wounded. In addition, Shelby claimed his cavalry destroyed 10 miles of track, burned 3,000 bales of hay, and captured many horses and small arms. The attacks along the railroad were General Shelby's final significant operations north of the Arkansas River that summer. The war was about to enter its final stage.
Thank you, Cliff, for letting me borrow that little bit of footage into the Delta Cultural Center. So here I want to let you guys see some of the stuff I found from this site. This site has been detected by detectorists, some of the legendary detectors here in Arkansas. If you're watching this, you know who you are. I've talked to some of you guys, and it's just amazing. This was in my little neck of the woods. But here recently, the place has been, I'd say over the last couple years, has been trespassed on, and unfortunately has been poached. And so the landowner has agreed to give me sole permission for the site so I can try to save some of the history out there. And I look forward to doing some work with the Carlisle Museum, and some of this stuff will be displayed with them. Without further ado, here's some of my better finds from out there. Made of logs, dirt, and hay, the hay station offered good protection against small band of raiding guerrillas, but not major forces with artillery. Approaching the first fort of Ashley Station, manned by 2 companies of the 54th Illinois and troopers from the 1st Nebraska Cavalry, Shelby demanded its surrender and was told, "If you want this fort, come and take it." The 12th Missouri Cavalry formed into 2 columns and charged. The Missourians galloped into within 30 paces of the fort, dismounted, and charged on foot. It was not long before, over the white burst of powder cloud that drifted and floated away, before the battle breeze, a white flag waved over as a token of surrender. Confederate cavalryman George Campbell, among those that charged, noted, "On my right hand was a young soldier named Bledsoe, pistol in hand, aiming to shoot a Federal soldier. I knocked the pistol up, pushed up and pushed him down the bank and stopped him. The young Federal stood trembling like a leaf, the tears rolling down his cheeks. Gobbling 150 prisoners, 200 small arms, and assorted supplies, the rebels fired the Hay Bale Fort and headed west towards the next fort. This too fell swiftly, adding 100 more soldiers to the rebels' tally. Then the third was captured along with 50 more Yankees. Fugitives from the first 3 fort and the parties from the prairie steamed towards Fort Number 4 as Colonel G.M. Mitchell of the 54th sent a desperate message to Devall's Bluff. "I'm surrounded by a large number of cavalry from the north of the railroad. Ashley Station surrendered and the hay burned. I have contracted 6 companies at the station and will fight to the last. Send help if possible." One of those lost at Ashley Station, the 54th Illinois lost 14 men killed at Ashley Station on August 24, 1864, along with many wounded and majority of its members captured. One of those men killed was 2nd Lieutenant Thomas P. James of K Company. He had enlisted on December 10, 1861 as a first sergeant of Company K in Coles County, Illinois. James gave his age of 30 years old and occupation of engineer. On 1860 U.S. Census, Thomas James was living in Manton, Illinois. Listed his occupation as a policeman. The middle-aged James was mustered into service on February 16, 1862 in Jonesboro, Illinois. And if you guys didn't already know, I'm a proud affiliate now of Kellyco. So if you guys need anything metal detecting related, go panning, magnet fishing, go ahead and use my link down below and save yourself some money and help out the channel a little bit. I sure do appreciate it. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I've been wanting to make that for a while. So I hope you guys look forward to mine and Mr. Stevens over at Southern Relics Challenge that we're doing. We're doing a oldest coin in the park, so look out for that here. I think January 7th is when we're going to release that. Also, we're going to be doing a giveaway with that, and I have some cool stuff I think you guys will like to give away also. If you hadn't already, go ahead and check over there at Southern Relics and check out his channel. I'll leave a link down below. And if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you hadn't already. I'd like to have you. And like I always say, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.